Hello and welcome to Level Playing Field. If you're new here, hi, I'm Abby. On this channel, I break down sports and video games in a way that's easy to understand and genuinely entertaining. I thought it would only be right to do a little get to know me episode because if you're going to be listening to me talk about my interests every week, you should probably know a little bit about my background to understand why I even care about these things in the first place. To start out, I grew up in Indiana with 3 brothers. So if I wanted to hang out with them, I had to do the things they love to do, and that is play sports and play video games. That was just my childhood growing up. With that being said though, I'm not even good at playing sports, okay? If you asked anybody who knows me to describe me in one word, I promise you, athletic is not going to be the word that comes to their mind, and that's fine. But my brothers being good at sports does not mean that I'm good at sports. My freshman year of high school, I ran track for 1 year, and I hated it so much, I never played a sport again. Not kidding. I literally have never played a sport again. I did dance and gymnastics when I was like a little girl, but when I got to the age where I could choose what sports I wanted to play, I tried track once because all my friends were doing it, and I hated it. I hate being the person that someone's relying on to win. That was just too much pressure. But what I did enjoy was just cheering on my brothers from the stands, so that's what I did. But I do feel like that's the reason that I enjoy watching sports so much, is because I didn't enjoy playing them. We would just go to all of my brother's sporting events. I mean, they played so many different sports: soccer, lacrosse, basketball, baseball, golf, track, like they did everything. And we would go to all of their sporting events. And that just kind of helped me enjoy watching sports because I was watching my brothers, who I love, play sports. So it made me want to understand the sport a little bit more, to know what they're doing well, what they're like struggling with. Now, I gotta humble my brothers really quick because I know they're watching. They are obviously not professional athletes, or I probably would have mentioned that, or you would maybe know their name, but I will credit them on their determination to try a new sport. When I was in high school, we started playing fantasy football, which I will get into on another episode. But doing fantasy football definitely helped me understand the game of football a little bit more. And it definitely helped me understand players, player positions, how points are scored. So at that age, I really started to get into watching sports. Then a few years later, we started playing fantasy basketball as well, which same concept, but just with the NBA players. But I wanted to jump into a little background of where I grew up and my fandoms. So like I said earlier, I grew up in Indiana, so naturally I am an Indianapolis Colts fan, which also naturally means that Peyton Manning is my favorite football player. I do have some other favorite current football players, but of all time, Peyton Manning is my GOAT. And I know I'm gonna receive some controversy from my family members, but I am a Pacers fan, but my favorite player is LeBron James, okay? I know, separate loyalties, it's fine. We can coexist, it's all okay. But I will explain in the basketball episode why that is controversial if you don't know. But Pacers fan, team, player, LeBron fan, okay? I also am a fan of the Indiana Hoosiers, and before you even say, of course she's a fan of the Hoosiers, they just won the college football championship. Insert picture of me at 5 years old in an IU cheerleading uniform with my grandpa, who is an IU alumni, okay? So it's in my blood, so I'm allowed to be a fan, all right? I actually don't know much about college sports, so that is an area that we are gonna grow in together, but the one thing I do know is that we love Fernando Mendoza. To jump into video games really quick, when it comes to playing video games, I will say I am, same way with sports, I'm not super good at video games, but I'll just play whatever because they're fun. And growing up, like I said, my brothers always were playing video games, and so I just wanted to play along with them too. We played so many different games. I mean, we played the Wii a lot, which probably a lot of you guys grew up with like the Wii or something like that. But currently when it comes to playing video games, I rotate through a couple. If I want to play with my brothers, we play Fortnite, and I have been playing Fortnite for years, and I'm still not good. I don't know how you improve in games like this, but it's fun, and sometimes I do good, but most times I do not good. I also play this game called Disney Dreamlight Valley. I could probably do a whole podcast episode on why I love Disney Dreamlight Valley, but it's kind of more of a simulator game like Sims. I'm also super addicted to Sims right now. I just love any sort of simulator game where you can make the world exactly how you want it to be. I could literally play those for hours and be stuck and not get up out of my chair. The other aspect of games I play, which I'm kind of leaning into a little bit more, are like first-person horror video games. I do want to do some streams of me playing like a scary video game like Five Nights at Freddy's or something, so we will get into that down the road, but I am kind of dabbling in those as well. I will admit, a lot of my takes on this podcast are going to be opinion-based, okay? Even when I know that my opinion is not statistically correct, I will still have that opinion. I might be a little stubborn, okay? I like who I like, and I don't like who I don't like. But I'm not naive to the fundamentals of the game, and I will be unbiased when we talk about more of like the rules and teams and players and stuff. I will give that in like a general perspective, okay? Or at least I'll try my best. But that's an aspect of the show that I think will be fun. Like I said in the trailer, you can leave a comment on this video or a comment on my socials if you want to discuss anything more specific, like a player you already like or a player that maybe you want to get to know more, like why does everybody like this guy? So leave a comment and I will go through those and hopefully I can incorporate those into future episodes for you guys. But just be prepared that if your favorite player is Tom Brady, you are not going to like my opinion on that. Well, that is all for this Get to Know Me episode. Thank you so much for watching. Like a true YouTuber, don't forget to like and subscribe and follow me on socials at Level Playing Field Podcast for more daily content. Bye.